is going on, y'all? I'm out on the river today here in Minnesota, and as you can tell behind me, the leaves are beginning to change, which means fall is here. So I'm gonna switch things up and we are gonna throw the spinnerbait at the smallmouth to see if we can catch some. Now the spinnerbait is an old friend of mine. It's what I used the most when I first started getting into bass fishing. So haven't used it as much as I probably should, but today's the day. So let's see if we can catch some smallies on a good old spinnerbait. Oh, that's a good fish right there. Smack that spinnerbait. Thing's about to come up. Stay down. Stay down. Trying to put pressure on him. Oh, it's a catfish. Got a catfish. I was trying to figure out what that was. Got a little channel cat. I'll take it. Cool start to the day. Take a look at that little channel catfish right there. He's trying to talk to us on that spinnerbait. Let's get these hooks out, get him on his way. There's one final look at that little channel. Nice fish right there. Let's get him back on his way. There he goes. Yeah, I was just waiting for that fish to come up. Thought it was a smallmouth at first and it was just never coming up, and guess that's why it was a little channel catfish. Let's get this spinnerbait back in the water. See if we can run into another fish like that. That'd be cool. Catch maybe even bigger catfish. Smallmouth is on the agenda today, but I will take a surprise catch like that. They're always fun to run into. I fish so much topwater, I don't really get to run into the other species that much. So oh, that is pulling some major drag. It's just ripping line. Stay in there. Stay. Trying to keep him pinned. Feels like a really good smallmouth. Stay down. Oh yeah, this is a giant smallmouth. Get over here. Stay down. Stay down. Stay down. Stay down. Oh my gosh! Don't mess this up. This is a good one. Get in there. That is a giant smallmouth bass. Oh man, when he first hit and just took off with that, he peeled line. Take a look at that giant smallmouth bass on the spinnerbait. Jeez. We'll get the bump out. I'll even put this one on the scale, see what it's coming in at. $19 or 20 inches to me. Unfortunately, I don't have my scale with me, so we're only gonna be able to get a measurement on this fish. All right. Looks like it's 19.5 inches. Just barely, maybe a hair under. But look at the size of that tail. Huge tail. And you can see that this thing is fattening up. But yeah, take another look at this fish. Jeez. All right, let's get it back. on its way. There it goes. As I was saying earlier, the spinnerbait helped catch me a lot of bass early on when I was getting started. So I am very appreciative of the spinnerbait and have a special place for it in my tackle box. It is a pretty easy bait to throw. It's both easy for beginners, but also it's a pro bait. And if you utilize it right, and there's a lot of different techniques that you can use, you can catch some big fish and lots of different types of fish like you saw today. The way that I've really been approaching it today, because this one is a 3/4 ounce bait, I'm trying to get it to the bottom, or at least at the most the middle of the wall. There's a bump right there, middle of the water column, and I'm trying to relatively retrieve it slow. I do have an 8:1 gear ratio, so I need to be a little bit aware and conscious of how fast I'm retrieving it, but I do want to kind of a medium pace retrieve. But yeah, if I can feel rocks, that's great. I don't want it to immediately go to the bottom when I first start retrieving, so I do have like a quicker retrieve from the start, trying to speed it up, maybe grab a reaction from a fish that way. But as it comes to me, I kind of just get slower and slower, and that's really been how I've treated the bait today for the most part. There's been some exceptions, but I'm trying to find these micro eddies, these slower currents, and see if we can find fish. That's really been the plan today. There's one running out in the middle. Came out from that grass right there. Not ready, not ready. Taking another run. Another good one. Not as big as that other one, but still a good fish. There we go. All right, let's see where I can park this thing. All right, there's that smallmouth. Not as big as that first one for sure, but still a good quality smallie off that spinnerbait. I'm gonna get him back in the water. He's ready to go. All right, so it looked like I might have found a pattern. They are looking to be tucked up against the bank here, and finding these really calm, like right straight ahead, you can see this slack water. Both of those were in these little pockets right here, almost like a micro eddy. So I'm gonna start targeting these micro eddies as I come across them and see if that is the pattern and we can replicate, and maybe we might find something. It'll be a pretty cool day. So let's get this spinnerbait back in the water, see if we can find some more. So today I am throwing the Bass Pro Musky Angler spinnerbait. It has a willow and a Colorado, both in silver, and it's got a white head and white skirt. I am not throwing a trailer, but I am throwing a trailer hook. And don't be scared to throw big profiles for those smallmouth. They'll hit them. I do have to bend the arm down every once in a while, but other than that, I really like this bait. I especially like it because it has a closed loop right there. The swivel or snap isn't gonna run up and down that arm. So love this bait. Let's get it in the water and let's catch some smallies. there's one. It's a little smallie. Little smallie, but I'll take it. There's a smallie. Back he goes. Oh, got one instantly. What is that? It's running. Smallie? Feels like a really good smallie. Smallie was sitting by the creek coming in. Oh yeah, this is a really good smallie. I got some boaters coming this way. Hope they see me, pay attention. I still haven't really got a great look at the smallmouth. It feels big though. Oh yeah, that's a nice one. It's a nice smallie. Stay on there, buddy. Just digging in. I think I actually have him kind of foul hooked a little bit under that bottom jaw. I think that's what I got a glimpse at. Let's try to bag him. There we go. Caught him. Another giant on the day. Yeah, he like kind of swiped at it. It was so quick. Didn't even really get him in the mouth, kind of in the bottom jaw right there. Let's see if I can get these hooks out of the net and I'll show you. As you can see, right there on the side of the cheek. That is why I run a trailer hook. There we go, on the spinnerbait. Put him back in the net because I do want to get a measurement on him. I don't think he's as long as the first one. For sure not as chunky and as broad shoulders as that first one, but all right, let's take a look at him. Yeah, over 18 inches for sure. Not quite 18 and a half, but hey, that is still a solid fish. And I'll take it on the spinnerbait. Let's get him back in the water. There he goes, he is ready. It was a pike that had it. Came back and got it. Came back and got it. That was just a cool hit. Came out of that mud, just like waiting to ambush it. And got it. But he missed the first time. I saw him come back around. Kind of came out of nowhere that second time and got it. Not a giant, just a cool hit though. And he got the main hook actually. All right, hooks are out of him. So species number 3 on the day. And he's probably the slimiest of them all. All right, see if I can get a good hold of him. A slippery bugger. Alright, there's just a quick look at that little northern pike right there. Get him back. There he goes. For those of you who have never caught a northern pike, they are slimy.